Hey everybody, my name is Nicole Maccabee and I tutor Italian at the Language Learning Center. I'm here to share some info about the Italian language that you might not have known, specifically the existence of modal verbs. If you haven't heard this phrase before, you may be thinking, what is a modal verb? Another term for these kinds of verbs is verbi servili, or serving verbs, and you're in luck. You've probably heard of all of them. Dovere, volere, and potere are all modal verbs. They have a pretty important purpose outside of having some really irregular conjugations. I mean, come on, it took me months to remember that the first person singular of volere was voglio. These verbs, in a sense, serve the verbs that come after them. Let me show you what that means. Say you have a sentence like I study, studio. It's good, right? But say you want to add a little more detail to it, like how studying is something you have to do. That's where the modal verbs come in. Because your sentence is now I have to study, you're going to break out dovere, meaning to have to, and conjugate it. You bring down studio from before, and your sentence now reads devo studio. But wait, you can't have two conjugated verbs back to back like that. Because the ending of your sentence is now to study, you're requiring the use of an infinitive, so studio must become studiare. Thus, your sentence now reads devo studiare. Still with me? Here's a fun fact about modal verbs. When you have a combination of a conjugated verb and an infinitive, most of the time you need a preposition out front of the infinitive. For example, if you were to say, I like to study, you would say, mi piace a studiare. Note the a in front of studiare, the preposition. But when you use a modal verb, like devo, you don't need the preposition at all. It's not even there. This is the service performed by these serving verbs. They give the infinitives after them a boost. So when you have to do something, want to do something, or can do something, remember how these three verbs serve their infinitives and take out the preposition. I hope this was helpful for you. If you have any questions, talk to Professoressa Muccini or pop into the Language Learning Center sometime. See ya!